Bay Area has seen about an inch of rain over the past 2 days, up to 3 inches in parts of the North Bay. The wet weather also causing headaches at Bay Area airports. SFO dealing with more than 100 flight delays. SJC with more than a dozen and a handful more out of Oakland International. At the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco, Mike DeWald, KCBS.
Just ahead on KCBS, I'm Nikki Maduro. Oakland may finally have a new permanent head of its police department.
All of us are waiting with bated breath to see what the result is.
The latest on traffic right now, checking in with Dave Fawkes, your local Honda Dealers Traffic Center about South San Francisco.
Yeah, things are settling out nicely for the most part. We do have this long slowdown here, southbound 101 Airport Boulevard. Still at the left lane blocked by some flooding. They haven't got the drains cleared yet, so apparently the cones are still out there, and that's why there's still not a body collision cam. We still have traffic backed up to 3rd Street. If you're out nearby, have an update on the conditions there for us. You can always reach us, 415-391-KCBS, 391-5227, the KCBS phone force number. A lot of people deciding to take 280 instead, so that's why it's pretty slow southbound 280 from Serramonte as you head down to the 380 interchange. Getting through San Mateo will be slow northbound 101 from 92 into Burlingame towards Anza Boulevard. Better news for the Santa Cruz Mountains. All the crashes cleared, all the lanes are open. The residual delay right now is northbound 17 from before Glenwood as you head up towards the summer restaurants, but quickly things are recovering there. Where it's not changing is getting to Gilroy. Northbound 101 before 25, overturned Big Rig, there's guardrail damage. Left lane continues to be blocked. Traffic continues to look like a parking lot back from 156. 156 to 25 is the recommended alternate at the moment. Your next traffic update, 9:18 on the traffic leader, KCBS.
Thank you, Dave. A scattered showers. We do have some sunshine in San Francisco now, but we could see some occasional downpours later today. Breezy, sometimes gusty. Tomorrow will bring another round of moderate to heavy rain in the early morning hours. But rainfall intensity is likely to taper off sharply late tomorrow and into Thursday morning. Partly cloudy on Friday, and then it's chilly mornings and mostly sunny for Saturday and Sunday afternoons. Traffic and weather together on the 8th and All News 106.9 and AM 740 KCBS.
Donate your car today at carsforkids.org. Your car, running or not, can be picked up as soon as the next day. No title, no problem. Call 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS or go online at carsforkids.org to donate today.
1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. K-A-R-S, Cars for Kids. 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Donate your car today. Hurry! It's your last chance to donate for 2023.
Ask anyone who wants to put more jingle in their holidays and in their pocket. At NorCal Honda Dealers' final days of Happy Honda Days, get best of the year deals on a reliable, fun-to-drive Honda that saves on gas, on repairs, and on holiday hassles. Cha-ching, ching-a-ling. Save on fuel-efficient Accord and CR-V hybrids that can take you to the snow and back without charging. On sporty, dependable Civics and HRVs that make every ride hella jollier. And on rugged, roomy Pilot and Passport SUVs that can dance across ice and snow like 8 tiny reindeer, without all the infighting and celebrity attitude. And with high-tech safety features and a Bose premium sound system, you'll be ho-ho-hoing for years to come. Happy Honda Days end January 2nd, so dash into your NorCal Honda dealer now. For more information, visit NorCalHondaDealers.com or ask anyone who owns a Honda.
Your Tuesday morning News Watch continues.
It has been 10 months since Oakland has had a permanent police chief, but the search may be nearing an end. KCBS's Nikki Maduro has the story.
It's not clear who is on the list of 3 candidates that Oakland Police Commission has sent to Mayor Sheng Tao to consider. But Oakland Police Officer Association President Barry Donnellan says it's about time.
We're glad to see the process finally moving on, finally hopefully coming to a conclusion, and understand that the agency without a permanent head has has cascaded through the ranks where we have acting commanders at all levels because we don't have a long-term plan. Everyone has been waiting for this.
And Donnellan says the new chief will have to address the 20% rise in violent crime in the city.
Given the fact there's a void for a permanent position at the top of the agency, we're hoping that whoever's put in has the ability to create that plan moving forward to address the crime that our citizens are facing on a daily basis.
But whoever is ultimately chosen, Donnellan believes much of the blame or praise will fall largely on how well they work with Mayor Tao. Nikki Maduro, KCBS. The Alameda County DA's office is dropping significant sentencing enhancements for two suspects in connection with the 2021 robbery and killing of a retired Bay Area police officer who was working as a TV station security guard. Shahida Mitchell and Herschel Hale, both of San Francisco, are in jail facing murder charges in the death of Kevin Nishida during an attempt to rob a Cron 4 news crew. The East Bay Times reports that the Dismals appear to have come at about a time of change when the prosecution believes is responsible for the killing. The dismissals appear to have come due to a change. Mitchell has been charged with shooting and killing Nishida, but his lawyer argues that a third suspect in the case who remains at large is the actual shooter. The dismissals of the enhancements means the suspects are no longer eligible for the death penalty. Still to come on KCBS, a 49ers head coach reveals that a trait that separates his quarterback from the rest. Stephen will have that story in sports in 2 minutes.
Americans pay about $5 billion to control termite and repair their damage every year. There's no question that termites can be destructive, but many people underestimate exactly how much damage, yikes, these little buggers can do to a home. Termites cause more property damage every year than thunderstorms, blizzards, earthquakes, and floods combined. Termite damage may not even be covered by your home insurance policy, which means you're often left to pay the bill. Call Pacific Coast Termite today at 800-PACIFIC. Now, even if you don't think you have termites, still call Pacific Coast Termite for a free home inspection. Certain restrictions apply. No tenting, no double bagging your food, no pet sitting. Mention KCBS and get 10% off termite treatments and a 2-year guarantee on their work. Call 800-PACIFIC, 800-PACIFIC, or go to PacificCoastTermite.com.
Pacific Coast Termite kills termites.
The clean, friendly way.
In this market, you'll find Fisher Investments is different than other money managers.
Different how? Aren't we all just looking for the hottest stocks?
Nope, we use diversified strategies to position our clients' portfolios for their long-term goals.
You don't just provide cookie-cutter portfolios?
No, we tailor our clients' portfolios to their goals and needs.
But you still sell investments that generate high commissions for you, right?
No, we don't sell commission-based products. We're a fiduciary, the highest standard of care for a financial advisor. It means we're obligated to act in our clients' best interest.
So when do you make more money? Only when your clients make more money?
Yep, we have one transparent management fee structure, so we do better when our clients do better.
Sounds like you really look out for your clients.
We do, because our priority is helping them achieve a comfortable retirement. That might be why most of our clients come from other money managers. Visit FisherInvestments.com to find out why investors like you switch to us. Fisher Investments, clearly different money management.
Investments in securities involve the risk of loss.
Coming up on KCBS, on today's Ask an Expert, how the way President Biden is handling the Israel-Hamas war is turning off younger voters. We'll explore. KCBS News Time is 9:15.
Just to make this clear, I am not the 49ers head coach, but I think what separates Brock Purdy from the rest of the quarterbacks in the league is Christian McCaffrey and Tebow Samuel. That's just my opinion. Let's check in with Stephen Langford of Bay Area Chevy Dealer Sports Desk.
So we are talking about Brock Purdy, the player himself, though he does have a lot of talent around him. They're basically the Avengers of the NFL. But even though Brock Purdy set records as a quarterback in his 4 years at Iowa State, the reason he was taken last overall in the draft is because he wasn't as big, as fast, didn't have as strong of an arm, say, that's typical of a first-round quarterback. But head coach Kyle Shanahan said in his day after the game conference call that what separates Purdy from the rest, his vision of the field.
I think it's a God-given trait that develops, but I think you're on a certain spectrum, and the more times you get put in those situations, the more reps you can get, your preparation to what anticipate in those situations, everything can make that a talent that you were kind of born with that you can extremely excel in, or that you don't really develop in.
And it could be really daunting for a quarterback if, say, the opposing defense is bearing down on you and they are a lot bigger and a lot stronger than you are in disguising certain things. But right now, Purdy is the top vote getter in Pro Bowl voting. He is the lead MVP candidate. Currently has 29 touchdowns, which leads all quarterbacks.
I don't think if you don't have it, it's not something that you can just develop. You have to have a certain amount of that, and some are higher than others, and some, I think, can make it better the more football they play and the more situations they get in. But you definitely have to have a certain amount to be able to see the field like that.
And we'll see if Purdy can continue playing at an MVP level when they host the Baltimore Ravens next week. The Ravens boast one of the best defenses in the NFL. At the sports desk, Stephen Langford, KCBS.
Hey guys, at Primale Medical, their mission is to provide you with the medical care you need to improve your ED, low T, and incontinence. With years dedicated to improving the lifestyle of their patients in the Bay Area, Primale Medical strives to improve your love life and overall health. Listen to Dr. Robert Rowley.
We have virtually every medication known to man to help men. We specialize in acoustic wave therapy, sublingual lozenges which bypass the digestive system, making them work faster and more effectively, injectable medications, and testosterone treatment for those patients who need it. Impotence problems can be treated in just one visit.
Why wait? Don't lose hope. Call now. Get a PSA test, testosterone test, Doppler ultrasound, and a full year of free visits for just $99. Call now, 415-761-4037. That's 415-761-4037. 415-761-4037. Or go to primemalemedical.com.
For a traffic update, and there's been traffic this morning to tell you about. Here's Dave with the latest on 24 in Orinda.
A counter commute eastbound 24 near Wilder. It sounds like car spun out, started in the left lane, went all the way across, and now over the wall on the right side. Looks like it's blocking the on-ramp right now. A few brake lights, emergency crews still on the way. Now we're also getting reports of a possible crash westbound 24 in Wilder. A car there on the right shoulder as well. So not blocking lanes, traffic getting by for the moment, but we do have fire department and CHP on the way. Southbound 680 in the Solano by closing camera. I see some slow traffic there from South Main Street down into Alamo to Stone Valley Road. Bigger delays southbound 101 through South San Francisco after Airport Boulevard. The left lane still blocked by ongoing flooding issues there. Traffic backed up all the way to 3rd Street in San Francisco. Because of that, southbound 280 slow now all the way around Hickey as you make your way down to the 380 interchange. People trying to avoid the 101 drive. Northbound 101 in Mountain View still slow through the 85 interchange up towards Rengstorff and across today. Southbound 880, the worst of that slowing is going to be Dakota Road and Fremont down past Stevenson. Get traffic when you need it 24/7 on X at KCBS AM FM traffic from the traffic leader, KCBS.
Thank you, Dave. The KCBS 6-day forecast, your Mancini Sleep World 6-day forecast. Visit Mancini Sleep World during our year-end clearance event or visit sleepworld.com. Scattered showers with occasional downpours today. Breezy, sometimes gusty. Tomorrow will bring another round of moderate to heavy rain in the early morning hours, but rainfall intensity is likely to taper off sharply late tomorrow and into Thursday morning. Partly cloudy on Friday, chilly in the morning, and then mostly sunny in the afternoon. Saturday and Sunday. Monday, cloudy with a slight chance of showers back into the forecast. We do have some delays and cancellations at Bay Area airports. Currently 125 flight delays at San Francisco International, 4 cancellations. 11 delays at Oakland with 1 cancellation, and 19 flights delayed at San Jose with 0 cancellations. Traffic and weather together on the 8s on All News 106.9 and AM 740 KCBS.
Imagine for a second how your commute might sound if you didn't have to drive.
This is your commute when you drive solo.
This is your commute when you ride together. Hey, can I show you my notes for the 9 a.m. with Mike?
Solo?
No, people, together.
Great idea, kid. Let's talk to Cora about it when we get to the office.
Flex your commute. Imagine a better way to work. For more ways to ride together, visit baaqmd.gov/flexyourcommute and speak to your employer about commuter benefits.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get the timeshare cancellation guide absolutely free.
Call 800-838-6161. That's 800-838-6161. 800-838-6161.
Most online dating profiles are works of fiction. At It's Just Lunch, we are all about fun, real-life dates set up by real dating experts. Save the fiction for your nightstand and call It's Just Lunch today. Visit itsjustlunchsanfrancisco.com or call 415-989-9818.
It's time now for Ask an Expert. Every weekday at this time on KCBS, we're giving you direct access to top experts in various fields. Today, a new poll shows that broadly, Americans are not approving of the way President Biden has been handling the Israel-Hamas conflict, with younger voters proving far more critical on both Israel's conduct and the U.S. response.
DashCam says the president has been facing dwindling poll numbers and a need to appeal to those same younger voters. For more on this, we're joined live on the KCBS Ring Central Newsline by Ruth Igelnik, editor for news surveys at the New York Times, which conducted the research. She previously spent 15 years at Pew Research Center, focusing on voters and understanding Americans' views on societal change. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me.
Why do you think the demographics break down the way they do?
You know, I mean, in this poll we found what a lot of people are finding, that, voters are not very happy with how Biden is handling the conflict between Israel and Israelis and Palestinians. And I think, as you mentioned at the top, there's a big divide by age. And for younger voters, they have a really different view of Israel. They have a different experience with Israel than older voters in America had when Israel was first coming to be as a country. And so we do see that huge age divide in views, not only of how Israel is handling the conflict, but how Biden is handling his dealings with Israel.
Okay. Well, let's get specific into the numbers before we break it down further. What are the breakdowns in how they approve of President Biden's handling and, in general, who they trust to do a better job with the Israeli-Palestinian conflict?
Yeah, so only about a third of voters, 33%, say that they approve of how Biden is handling the Israel-Palestinian conflict. Instead, you have 57% who disapprove. And when we ask people who they trust to do a better job in handling the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, voters said that they preferred Trump over Biden by 12 points to handle the conflict.
Did you inquire any further as to why they thought he would handle it better?
We didn't have a chance to get into that, but we did ask questions about how they felt about Biden, and they felt that a lot of voters who said that they disapproved of Biden felt that he was too sympathetic to Israelis, that he was too pro-Israel as opposed to pro-Palestinian.
Okay, so break down when you're talking about younger voters. What is that demographic?
We're looking at voters who are 18 to 29-year-olds, and that's a demographic that has traditionally been a fairly strong group for Democrats, but both we found and other polls in the last few months have found that this group is, they're feeling frustrated with Democrats, and they're growing interested in Republicans. In our poll in July, that group of 18 to 29-year-olds voted for Trump by 10 points. In this poll, voted for Biden by 10 points. In this poll, they're much more interested in Trump. And, it's hard to know if that's directly related to their views on Israel, but we did see that in this poll, young voters of 18 to 29-year-olds are the least likely to approve of how Biden is handling Israel, and they're the most likely to say that he's too pro-Israel.
So, were you surprised by the data here?
I think that we're seeing what a lot of other people are seeing in the polls. This is a real moment of frustration and confusion in how people are thinking about the conflict in the Middle East. We asked these questions about whether or not people say that they sympathize more with Israelis, sympathize more with Palestinians in this conflict, and Republicans are pretty unified. The vast majority of them say that they feel more sympathetic towards Israel, But Democrats are really divided. It's about half and half on more sympathetic to Israel, more sympathetic to Palestinians. So it's not surprising, but I think it's really interesting that we are seeing this divide within the Democratic Party that we aren't seeing within the Republican Party. And it'll be really interesting to see how it plays out electorally.
That was interesting what you just said, since, as you said, Republicans tend to